Hey guys, how's it going? Professor Shuckle here, and today I'm back with another game of DPL or the Draft Premier League. This is our week 6 battle actually. I did not play week 5, but my team, the Tangang, was able to pull off the win. Like my teammates won. I believe we played the Platoon Goons and we won 4-3, so which was pretty like clutch. We're now 3-2 and like still top half of the standings, which is amazing. This week is also huge because if we win, we like strengthen our playoff push and are basically almost guaranteed to make playoffs. Because there are a lot of teams are like 3-3 and 2-3. So if we win, we'll be 4-3 and our differential's good. So we should be able to hop above other 4-3 teams even if we lose the final week. So yeah, anyway, I was picked to play again week 6 versus TTT or the Temporal Tower Titans, I believe. I might have butchered it, but I don't remember what it stands for. So yeah, this week, unfortunately, we are not using our Diancie team, like our Sword and Shield 2 draft. Like it didn't have good matchups, so I asked for one of the Rillaboom teams because we have 2 of those. And since I prefer Lottie over Gallade, I asked for a Sword and Shield 4, which is our best Sword and Shield draft by far. And I was given it, so that was pretty, amazing that I get to use one of our best teams and, get to try something new. Our opponent for the week was Bronson, who won a clutch Game 7 for his team last week. So definitely a good match and a good opponent. We were supposed to play in Hive too. And his team was one of the ones I didn't want to face at all because it just was so broken and it was just so powerful and my team didn't match up well, so I was really scared of that matchup. But luckily we got a forfeit win in the regular season and then didn't have to play him in playoffs, so we take those. But anyway, let's jump into the matchup and see what we have and what we're dealing with. Our Sword and Shield 4 draft consists of Latios, CLEFABLE, Mega Pidgeot, Heatran, Rillaboom, Gastrodon, Skuntank, and Alolan Golem. Our opponents, the draft he's using consists of Tapu Koko, Mega Garchomp, Slowbro, Urshifu, Single Strike, Moltres, Steelix, Mismagius, and Gloom. Just a few things off the matchup. I don't have a Mega Garchomp switch on my team. Source Sand, Scale Shot, Earthquake or Stomping Tantrum because of terrain, and Poison Jab destroys my whole team. As you can see, I do not have a switch into this mod. So yeah, we cannot let it SD and Scale Shot or we need some huge chip on it if it manages to do that because Rillaboom can pick it off at -1 because Scale Shot defense drop at like 45-ish, 50%. So yeah, basically we have to make sure Mega Garchomp doesn't set up twice or we lose. Coco is has a pretty decent matchup, I would say. But Gastrodon should be able to wall it, assuming it doesn't get toxic or as long as I keep it healthy enough, it should never lose to Coco. Another thing to note though is their flying resist is Coco, so it might be Spadef in this matchup to deal with the Pidgeot. Otherwise, there's no Hurricane switching on the entire draft. Steelix is a resist, but doesn't really want to take the Heat Wave after. Yeah, Slowbro, super annoying and really hard for my team to chip down, but it might be forced into Spadef as well, just because the only physical attacker on my team is the Rillaboom, which it's not going to check anyway, and they're pretty solid check to Rillaboom in Moltres. So, yeah, Urshifu, huge threat, obviously, but we do have a CLEFABLE, which is one of the best checks. So, yeah, if I would say this matchup's about even. Yeah, I like it's even. Definitely Mega Garchomp gets a kill every time it's in. But from our end, Mega Pidgeot's really strong. Lottie is super strong as well, as long as we predict right. Obviously, they have immunities to both of our stab, but and like good pivots and Slowbro to sponge like the coverage move. But if we get the predictions right, then obviously we can put in work with Lottie. CLEFABLE is amazing this matchup, but it does struggle a little bit because it doesn't really beat Moltres, which can come in and roost, and it needs to check both Urshifu and Garchomp. So obviously it's pressured this game, but is again fantastic this matchup. It basically sits on half his team. Miss Magius and Gloom could come as well, by the way, but I saw a couple of Spadaf Miss Magius come in the mocks with Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball, Calm Mind, and like stuff, Rest Talk even, or Heal Bell. But I'm not sure if it gets Heal Bell actually. But yeah, like as another switch into Mega Pidgeot. But that's okay because Rillaboom can obviously pick it off with Glide. Gloom I saw come in a couple of matchups, but it just ends up getting knocked and then my team beats it. And obviously I have Heatran, Pidgeot, Lottie that threatened the Gloom, so it wasn't a huge worry. Heatran's matchup, like Heatran offensively is good, but it struggles to get it struggles to do more than just like chip his team because Urshifu and Garchomp are strong and just take it out. So yeah, Garchomp's Heatran's also our only rocker because well, Clef can rock, but Clef's move slot is kind of pressured this game. And Alolan Golem's matchup is just awful because Steelix just walls the hell out of it. And so does Mega Garchomp because this doesn't get Ice Punch. Yeah, so basically I'm bringing my top 6 and oh, I don't have my team up, but yeah, I'm basically my top 6, and from him I'm expecting Coco, Mega Garchomp, Slowbro, Shifu, Moltres for sure, and then one of the last 3, I've seen all 3 come in mocks, but the first 5 for sure, and then it's one of the 3. If Steelix doesn't come actually, that means Mega Garchomp is the rocker, or there's no rocks, which is really good for us, because if it's rocks, it's probably going to be Rock, Scale Shot, Earthquake, Jab, and not have SD, which makes it a little easier to deal with because Gastrodon and Clefable are obviously not O-code from full. But yeah, anyway, let's jump into the team and see what I'm bringing, why I'm bringing. Really sorry, I forgot to put this up, but here we go. So we're bringing Rillaboom, obviously, with the protective pads. The pads are so the Moltres is likely going to be Flame Body and try to catch us on a glide and burn us, but with pads we will never make contact, so we cannot get burned by Flame Body, which is huge. So that we have the end game Grassy Glide option, because Grassy Glide does pick off Coco, Garchomp, Slowbro, and Urshifu, provided we're not in Sucker Punch range, and Steelix I guess if it's been chipped down. So Rillaboom so if we can knock the Moltres and get our rocks up, that's really good for our Rillaboom late game. So anyway, if Rillaboom comes in early, it is to bait in the Moltres so we can knock its heavy duty boots off. So knockoff's the main move I'll be clicking first, hopefully get it on like either Slowbro or maybe even Coco, because Coco from full does not do enough damage to us. Grassy Glide obviously is good, broken priority move. Swords Stance, just in case endgame we need it, we can Swords Stance and then just glide everything. And U-turns just for momentum. In mocks actually, I never clicked any move besides the first 2. Early the game I just clicked knockoff, and then late game I clicked glide, or I clicked glide on a -1 Garchomp to take it out. That's all about I did. I never clicked the other 2 moves, so they don't really matter. Could have been lead seed I guess, but again, knockoff was just so good. The main goal of Rillaboom is to bait in the Moltres to knock it off so we can win with Rillaboom later. Next up we have Latios with the Soul Dew, which is nerfed in Gen 8, so it's allowed. We're running a Rillaboom that's just max HP, max attack, and because we don't really need speed for anything, Glide just makes us go faster than everything, and we're obviously slower than Coco, Chomp, or Shifu anyway, so there's no point of running and like Miss Maggie is. And we're even with like 0 speed, we're faster than Slowbro and Steelix and Gloom. So like it made no sense to run any speed, just max HP, max attack, super simple EVs. Max HP lets us live like a lot of hits. Like Mega Garchomp, Adamant Jab only does 65-ish to us, so it doesn't kill after rocks. But anyway, moving on to Lottie. Our spread is basically max special attack and enough speed for Garchomp in like regular form, not mega, so 334, and the rest in bulk. Psychic, Draco Meteor, so stab, surf, which hits the Moltres, hits the Coco pretty hard, hits Urshifu pretty hard, hits the Moltres and Steelix, and then Roost for longevity. Soldier boost basically gives a free 1.2 stab on 1.2 boost on Psychic and Draco Meteor, which is really good. It does mess up a lot of calcs. I saw a lot of people who mocked me on my team get confused by the item, because Soldier is not an item you run usually, because it's not that good. Usually you would want to run Expert Belt or like Life Orb or Specs, but here, just because I'll be clicking Psychic and Draco Meteor, and Soldier confirms the kill on Urshifu, by the way, which while regular just Timid Draco does not on Urshifu, so that's pretty good. Yeah, basically boosting, because I would mostly click this and Surf, does like pretty good chunk to Moltres and Steelix anyway. I didn't really need like Belt, because like I want to click my stab. Laudie's pretty good this game. Obviously, if I get the predictions right on if he's going Coco or Urshifu, this puts in work. Next up, we have Heat Train with the Air Balloon. This is our dedicated lead. We have Flame Body because I don't expect the Moltres to actually run a fire move, so we don't need Flash Fire. I expect the Moltres to be Hurricane and Scorching Sands, actually. Moltres get Scorching Sands now to hit the Heat Train. So, yeah, there's no point for Flash Fire, and Flame Body could be pretty clutch after getting up rocks to get a burn on Urshifu or Mega Garchomp maybe, or even Coco trying to U-turn. Because we obviously take a Coco hit because you're max HP, max special attack, modest once again. We're running Rocks, which is its main job, lead, and we get up Rocks unless Urshifu leads, but we have a pretty safe switch into Clefable on Urshifu, which is nice. Flamethrower, just stab fire move, hits pretty hard. The only resist is like Garchomp and Slowbro and Moltres. But obviously the main goal is so we can get up Rocks so that we can knock Moltres and make it take 50% from Rocks. Rocks is also a good chip on Coco, Slowbro, because of regen, and it's pretty, like, it's only 6%, but it's actually pretty decent chip on Urshifu too with our Rocky Helmet Clef, which we have in the back, because that makes it 22% chip every time Urshifu comes and clicks Wicked Blow on Clefable, which is like really nice and puts in range of Rillaboom really quickly. Dragon Pulse, so for the Garchomp, because as I said, we lose a mon to Garchomp every time. So what we want to do is make sure we never let it set up twice. And Dark Pulse is for the Slowbro, while it also hits the Mismagius. So yeah, that's the set. Didn't really need any other move, to be fair. Flamethrower hits the Coco pretty hard. Hits the Urshifu. Urshifu cannot really switch in to Flamethrower. Steelix obviously gets hit hard. Gloom. Ancient Power could have been a move to hit Moltres, but I feel like getting up Rocks and getting it knocked off was a much better and reliable way of killing it. Next up, we have Bird Jesus, Mega Pidgeot. We're running enough speed for Mega Garchomp once again, for regular Garchomp, 334. And we're modest with bulk, so we take on some hits better from like Slowbro. Urshifu does not kill us if it's Adamant Scarf. Yeah, we take like 50-ish% from no special attack Moltres. So, yeah, we can like roost off and fire back pretty strongly. Didn't really need max special attack modest because the rolls, like, it was still 2-hit KO anyway on most things. But Flying Stab is free, so we're Hurricane, Roost, Toxic, Heat Wave. Toxic is obviously for the Coco. And it's just good in general because they don't have a Cleric other than Heal Bell and Mismagius. I think Mismagius gets Heal Bell. But otherwise the team doesn't have a Cleric or Wish, so Toxic is really good. Roost for longevity, we can obviously roost up on Slowbro, Moltres, kind of Moltres, not really sure. Yeah, and Heatwave was just for the Steelix because I was initially I didn't have Surf on my Lottie, so I didn't have moves to hit Steelix, so I had Heatwave. But I guess in hindsight this could have been Substitute because I had moves for Steelix now, and I did have Gastrodon. And Substitute with Toxic would have helped me like make the mid grounds a little easy because I can sub. If they stay in, I can just click Hurricane, or if they switch to Coco, I'm behind the sub, so I can click Toxic. And I don't expect Volt Switch. I expect like Thunderbolt, Gleam, U-turn, or like not. So yeah, like Volt Switch wouldn't. Only Volt Switch would be annoying for sub, but without Volt Switch, I'm able to freely fire off Toxic from behind the sub. So maybe sub was a better play in hindsight, but yeah, this is a Pidgeot, also really good. It can definitely win the end game as well. Pretty strong Hurricanes, and every time Coco comes in, obviously it has to. If we knock off its boots, because I saw a lot of Spadef Coco with like boots. Saw one Lumberry as well to make it easier on the prediction. But if we can do that, then yeah, like Coco does not like coming in repeatedly, and of course we can get the Hurricane Confusion. So yeah, next up we have CLEFABLE with the Rocky Helmet, and we have max HP, max physical defense. Basically, this is the Urshifu check. Urshifu needs to be a boosting item to beat us, to 2-hit KOs basically. Adamant Scarf does not do it. Moonblast, because Moonblast is pretty good, only doesn't hit Moltres, Steelix, and Gloom. Heal Bell is just because of the Toxic on Gastro or Thunder Wave or anything like that. Soft Boil for longevity and knockoff because we want to knock the Moltres and like knock Boots on Slowbro, knock Gloom's Eviolite, knock Coco's Boots. So knock was just better than Thunderbolt, I thought, because Moltres could just come in and start roosting on the Thunderbolt, so we are not doing anything. And yeah, the other thing was I could have maybe been Toxic, but knock just seemed better to get rid of Boots and items. So yeah, this is not 2-hit KO'd by Urshifu as I said, so it's our main switch-in. And I think 3 Rocky Helmet switch-ins put it in Grassy Glide range. So yeah, we can definitely get that on Urshifu with Clef pretty easily. Clef also definitely sits on his team, which is nice. Next up we have Gastrodon with Leftovers, Storm Drain, because they don't have a knockoff mon on their team, so they cannot get rid of our item. We basically max HP, max Spadef. The speed is just creeping a 16 speed Gloom. Just because if we knock it off, Ice Beam actually 2-hit KOs it after rocks. So we can click Ice Beam predicting the Gloom and just 2-hit KO it and take it out. Max HP Spadef for Coco, so Grassland does not 2-hit KO us. Earth Power, which hits everything on his team, bar the Moltres and Miss Maggie's. Ice Beam, just because we don't want Garchomp to set up. This does like 75 to 80%, I think, to Garchomp. Toxic, because Toxic is really nice as they don't have a Cleric, and Recover for longevity. So yeah, that's our team. Our dedicated lead is Heatran. And I set up rocks on everything except Urshifu, obviously, because Urshifu I switched into CLEFABLE. But yeah, let's jump into the match now and see what he brings. Before I get into the match though, this is game 4 of the series, and we're actually up 3-0. Hunter played amazing. Like, our Sun and Moon matchups were awful, but he played amazing to take down the Dragon who was unbeaten till now, to give us the lead. And then Phil and Blitz both pulled up an Auras and got wins to make it 3-0, which was actually really good because our Sword and Shield has been our strongest format so far. So obviously it's a good chance we clinch the series because we expected to get at least one Sword and Shield win. So yeah, I had the chance of clinching the week for us, which would be amazing. Obviously I clutched 2 or 3 weeks in PGP, so used to this kind of pressure. Yeah, for this game I wasn't as nervous as the other 2 before, because 3-0 was a good lead, and I know one of our Sword and Shield matchups which yet had to be played was really good, so I was pretty confident our team was going to win this week. So yeah, even if I lost, I had firm belief my team would pull up and pick up the win. So anyway, back into the match, our opponent decided to bring a team of Moltres, Slowbro, Coco, Urshifu, Mega Garchomp, and Miss Maggie's, so no Steelix. So immediately that means no rocks or the Rockers Mega Garchomp, which obviously, as I said, it's either not gonna carry SD or it's not gonna carry rocks, right? That's basically it. So basically my lead here was Heatran, because from their perspective, Rillaboom is a really free lead from me. Other than Choice Band, Urshifu, and Moltres, Rillaboom just hits everything super hard, especially if I'm banded. So I expect a Moltres lead. Could be a Coco lead, because Coco leads are generally just super good. Could be an Urshifu lead, could be a Garchomp lead, but I'm Air Balloon, so I don't really mind the Garchomp lead. So I lead Heatran as the do lead Moltres. I am Air Balloon, so they cannot Scorching Sands me, right? So they either have to reveal their they either reveal if they have U-turn or Hurricane here, if they have U-turn or not here, basically, because I think they need flying move, ground move, roost, and then toxic or U-turn, I wouldn't say. So they're basically going to reveal if they have U-turn or not, or if they're just hurricane. So I click rocks as they do click U-turn, which is fine, as they go Garchomp. Now I know this does not have rocks, and I do not switch into this, so there's no point of me, like, I was not going to switch here. I was just going to drag in Pulse here, because I know he's either rocks or he's going to try an SD, or maybe even click Scale Shot, right? Because Pidgeot and Lottie are pretty free from me there. So yeah, I just click Dragon Pulse, and do a good amount of damage, which this means this is already in Grassy Glide range, which is amazing. So Garchomp's not going to sweep us this game, which is awesome. And at max I lose 1 Mon to this, maybe more, but for now, like, I would only lose 1 Mon. Also, this doesn't kill Rillaboom from here, so I can actually go into Rillaboom and click Knock, which would be awesome. But yeah, here, as I said, I thought about going into Pitch, but if he did click Scale Shot, wasn't really good because I would lose Pitch for nothing. So I just stay in and click Dragon Pulse again as he does Scale Shot. So we get him on the prediction, and one of the biggest threats on the team is gone. Like, the only threat we didn't have a switch in for, like, Coco, Urshifu is a threat, but we do have Clefable as they do go Urshifu, and I do switch now, just to go into Clefable. Decided to keep Heatran around because it could definitely do a good amount of damage to Miss Magius and, you know, Coco and stuff. It's still if the Coco hit, unless he was Specs, which was very unlikely. I go Urshifu. I go into Clefable on Urshifu as I click CC. Does about 25%, revealing he's not choice banned. This could be Adamant Scarf, but it could also be Belt or something. But like, this CC damage wasn't boosted, right? So I know he cannot kill me with Iron Head, so there's no way he's staying in. I thought he might go Moltres, so I click Knockoff, and he goes Slowbro. And he is boot, so we get rid of the boot, so now every time he comes in, he's taking 12%. I click Moonblast, just because the knockoff did so much, so this was Spadef, and he does reveal to be Spadef as he clicks Thunder Wave, which is really annoying, and then he clicks Slack Off, so he's Thunder Wave, Slack Off, probably Scald or Psychic, and Teleport, so he's Teleport, so he only has 1 attacking move, and he probably doesn't have Toxic, so my Gastrodon walls the Slowbro, which is really good. But yeah, I clicked Heal Bell immediately to show that I have it, as he goes into Moltres, clicks U-turn, takes Helmet. I think I clicked Knock again as he goes Slowbro. Yeah. I wanted to knock the Moltres, obviously, that's the whole game plan. I go into Gastrodon now because I know he does not have anything to hit me. I click Toxic here to get Slowbro on a timer as he teleports into Miss Magius. This could obviously have Energy Ball, so I switch into Heatran because it's my most expendable member on the team. He clicks Sub, which is scary. Could definitely be Sub Combine, as he does reveal Combine. I click Flamethrower and break the Sub. And now I decided to click Dark Pulse because it was stronger. He combines again, and I click Dark Pulse, which does 24. That was actually a lower roll. I do break Sub. As you can see in the next one, I click Dark Pulse and I break the Sub. So basically, I'm getting him chipped so that Rillaboom picks it off. But he combines again, which was a good play by him. So now he can sub. Also, he's super bulky because my Dark Pulse should obviously do more because I max pressure that modest. But he ends up behind the sub and gets my Heatran. Like, Heatran dying was not a problem. Obviously, it brought Miss Magius down to this, and next time he switches in, he won't be able to sub up again. Here, I had to decide what I wanted to sack to this, because this obviously has either Power Jam or Thunderbolt for Pidgeot, because it's not Mono Shadow Ball for sure. So it was either do I sack Lottie or do I sack Pidge to this. I decided Pidge was because I already got the Slowbro Toxic, and like the Moltres is U-turn, and like I know Urshifu is either Scarf. Felt like Lottie did more in the matchup than Pidge, so I just go into Pidge and clicked Hurricane to break this up, which will break this up because it took a Dark Pulse. And he reveals Zap Cannon, which is pretty cool, and takes me out. I believe Thunderbolt killed me too, but Zap Cannon's cool. But I can just go into Rillaboom. Don't really need to predict here. I'm paired, so I don't really mind clicking Glide here. He does switch out and go into Moltres, which is fine. I know this is clicking U-turn now, but I don't really want to take it, so I go Gastrodon. As he actually reveals Toxic, so he's U-turn Toxic, definitely Roost, so he's like Mono Hurricane, I think, which is fair. Only Heatran was basically my resist on the team for Hurricane, which is fair, I guess. But he clicks Toxic. I think I click Toxic. No, I go Clefable on the U-turn, so chip it down a little. And as he goes into Slowbro, because he has nothing else to switch into on Clefable, basically, I clicked Heal Bell immediately again, as he clicks Thunder Wave, which is fine. I probably shouldn't have clicked Heal Bell here, because I'm basically wasting Heal Bell PP, but, oh well. He goes Rillaboom, and I click Knock again, because obviously Moltres is weakened to 56, so if he decides to Roost, he would lose his boot. And this turn I make the Rillaboom play expecting Teleport or like Slack Off, because this was 66%. But he clicks Thunder Wave, which is fine, because obviously I can Heal Bell this off. And now I get my free knockoff, because Glide would kill this and then he has no Clefable pivot. Or no Gastrodon pivots either, right? So I click Knock as he goes Moltres, and I get paired, unfortunately. If I click Knock, I think this game was over, because this Moltres could not pivot in anymore. But yeah, this is unfortunate as I go Lottie, expecting either a Roost or a U-turn, as he actually clicks Roost to get back up to health. But yeah, to make the aggressive Lottie play just because of, you know, getting paired. I clicked Surf here. Surf was pretty free and neutral. We did 50% to Coco and Urshifu, so why not? In comes Slowbro. I know this is gonna T-Wave, so I just go into Clefable. Decided to click Heal Bell and heal up Rillaboom too. And I believe he clicked Teleport here. Yeah, and he goes into Moltres. So basically, if I had gotten the knockoff, this pivot did not exist, because it would take 50% from rocks every time it did this. Yeah, but anyway, he clicks U-turn here. I think I click Knock again, as he goes into Slowbro, and this is going to happen for a while because he doesn't have... Well, actually, I click Moonblast expecting the Slowbro. I click Knock this time as he clicks Thunder Wave. And did I click... He went hard, Urshifu. I clicked Heal Bell immediately again. Probably a misplay on my end. Probably should have just clicked Moonblast, and I would have gotten a kill or a knockoff, maybe even. But yeah, definitely misplay there. But I clicked free Moonblast. This is not a boot, so I click Moonblast, do a good amount of damage, and get the special attack drop, which is actually good because he's not going to do any damage to me. So I knock off just to see what item he was saying. It was Lumberry, which is fine. There was a set in Mox where it was Combine Weakness Policy, so just want to make sure there was no Weakness Policy nonsense going on here. And now I can stand and click Moonblast as he actually reveals Discharge, so he is going for the Para-Hack strategy, Discharge and T-Wave. Hax is a win con, obviously, so, you know, that's fine. I click Moonblast, do a good amount of damage, forcing another Roost, so I go into this. I think I clicked Earth Power here, expecting Slowbro, because there's no reason to... well, if you went Slowbro, basically 12% plus 6% plus Earth Power would give me, like, all the, you know, would put pressure on the Slowbro. So I clicked Earth Power as he actually goes Moltres, so good play by him. And this turn I think I clicked Toxic as he goes Slowbro, so basically he was able to bring in his Slowbro pretty safely. I click Earth Power now, do 20% as he's forced to slack off. I think I Earth Powered again. Yeah, I just Earth Powered. I do get a crit. Doesn't really matter because he can teleport, regen, bring it back. And in comes the Moltres again. So basically, this is going to happen for a while now. He can PP stall me indefinitely between Slowbro and Moltres. He knows the moment Moltres gets knocked or Toxic, he loses the game because he cannot do those pivots anymore. So basically, I have to wait for my opening to try and get Rillaboom and try to knock this off. I clicked Soft Boil there just because I didn't want Urshifu to come in on Gastro and then I'm stuck in a phase where Iron Head is a 2-hit KO on me, or Wicked Blow is a 2-hit KO on me, so I just bring Clef back to full. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to play the long game, try to go for my openings later, because I do wall him between CLEFABLE and Gastro, but he can PP stall me, so I just have to be careful. I click Toxic as he clicks Slack Off this time, actually. And now I can click Teleport, right? So basically what happens is, I cannot double on Slowbro because he clicks Teleport and gets to go into whatever he wants. Like if I go Lottie, he just goes into Coco or Shifu. If I go Rillaboom, he goes into Moltres. So the only two pivots I have are Clef and Gastro. Which is why the para is really unfortunate, because if I get the para off, this pivot does not exist anymore. But, you know, it is what it is. Like, it's Mons, it happens. But yeah, I cannot do much other than, you know, try to catch it on a Toxic, but he's not gonna let me Toxic this. I go CLEFABLE, I think. Yeah, just to keep getting Rocky Helmet Chip to maybe force a Roost. As he goes back into Slowbro because he does not have a pivot to CLEFABLE. And I go into Gastro because I don't need T-Wave as he teleports back into Moltres. I think I click Toxic again, thinking he might Roost that time. Yeah. So this goes on basically for a bit. I go into CLEFABLE again as he actually clicks Thunder Wave. So I'm guessing he was expecting the Rillaboom switch. He clicks Thunder Wave again. I try to heal Bell but I get paralyzed. So I save a PP there. He goes Coco. I think I heal Bell here. Yep. And decide to be aggressive and go Rillaboom. Try to force the knockoff situation again. As he clicks Discharge and crits me, and then also paralyzes me first turn, which is really annoying. But anyway, I click Knockoff again here. He clicks U-turn, which is fine. I click Knockoff here, and again, I do not get the I get fully paralyzed once again. I did click Knockoff both times I got parried. There was no reason for me not to click Knockoff. And yeah, see, if I do Knockoff, it does about 25 to 30% to this, even if this is super bulky. And then it's at 30%, it has to Roost, I get the Lottie play. And then he has to switch, because if he takes a Surf, like if he U-turns, and I click Surf or Draco, he's dead to Rocks next time. So he has to hard pivot into one of those three. So, you know, like, then he has to make the plays, and I don't really have to do anything. So, yeah, I go Gastrodon. As he U-turns, good play by him, because I could have gone to the Lottie play. He goes into Slowbro. And yeah, this is just going to be super annoying, because I couldn't knock off the Moltres. So I go CLEFABLE as he goes Coco, probably going for more hacks. I go back into Gastro as he clicks Discharge. Also because I know he's Discharge, Roost, U-turn. He's either not Gleam, or, you know, like, he doesn't, his Coco is super not threatening. So I just click Recover, bring back my Gastro. He goes into Moltres, back into Slowbro. I think I click Toxic. Like, he's just trying to PP stall me basically. Nothing much I can do. As I said, if I double, he clicks Teleport and goes into whatever he wants. I get the Spit F drop, thinking he might switch. Like on this play, I'll explain this play. Because I got the Spit F drop, if I Earth Power, it would do about 30%. So I didn't really think he would stay in, and with crit, I would do about 45%. So I didn't really think he would risk the Slowbro, and I thought he was going to hard pivot into something. So that's why I went Lottie to cover that, because his only play, I thought, his only Earth Power resistant on was Moltres. So I went Lottie to cover that, but he gets me and clicks Teleport and goes into a Shifu. This could be Scarf, so I go into CLEFABLE as he doubles into Coco, so he's basically saving PP, which is fine. He clicks Toxic. I click Moonblast. I think I Heal Bell again just to get it out of Rillaboom. Yeah, basically. He clicks Discharge. I click Moonblast, thinking I don't get the special attack drop, but I do click Roost here. I click Softboy, he clicks Roost. Again, as you can see, this is not going anywhere. I click Moonblast, thinking of the special attack drop or something. I switched to Lottie, expecting a Roost. Yeah, Because discharge is not doing anything, and discharge into U-turn does not kill me. And here I think I clicked roost. Yeah, I clicked roost because I know just to see what he goes into, right? Because I know he didn't kill me. He goes into Slowbro. I decided to click Draco on this right now. He probably thinks because I click roost, I'm not Specs, and I haven't shown Life Orb because I clicked Surf before. He probably thinks he lives, right? But Draco was a roll, or I did like 60%, I think. So with the toxic damage, it would take this out. And basically, and then if once this is down, he doesn't have the clef pivots anymore. So, and I know he wants to Thunder Wave this, right? So I click Draco and I miss. Like, this game's been super, super, super unfortunate. I missed. I got paired with Rillaboom on turn 27. This game, like, if I got the knockoff on Moltres, I think this game was over, right? 50 turns ago, this game would be done. But I click Draco and I miss as he clicks Thunder Wave. And now it's taking 12%. Now he knows this dies to Draco, right? He has to know. Like, if I max special attack timid, this drops. Or at least I guess on my calc I was seeing that maybe if I wasn't sold you, it lived, so he might have stayed in. But I'm thinking he's gonna go Coco. I click Psychic. He risks it again, stays and clicks Teleport. So, yeah, he goes into Urshifu. I go back into Clefable. As he clicks Wicked Blow. Takes another round of Rocky Helmet. Here, I don't know what his item is yet. He could be Scarf, he could be Belt. Just to scout for Jab, because his coverage move has to be Jab or Iron Head. So I go into Gastro, which resists both, to cover for that play, as he actually switches and goes into Slowbro, which is fine. He's also super low, so he's probably going to slack off here. So I go back into Clefable just to soft boil, because I don't want to die to Urshifu. This is in range to Wicked Blows. So I'm back to full. Urshifu cannot 2-hit KO me anymore, as he clicks Thunder Wave, which is fine. I think I clicked Heal Bell there, but he clicks Teleport. I know that's happening. In comes Moltres. I click Knock. He's not going to let me knock him, which is fine. I clicked Heal Bell again. I get paired. With these pairs are actually nice, not going to lie, because I don't waste PP. But in comes Slowbro again. I go for the knockoff once again. So basically, he's just trying to PP stall me at this point. Clicks Teleport again as I get paired. This turn, I think I do click Heal Bell. Yeah, I click Heal Bell. Mostly to get Lottie off Paralysis. And I go Gastro. I have to be super careful now. He clicks Teleport, goes into Moltres. I think I click Toxic as he goes back into Slowbro. Oh, he actually stayed in this time to click Toxic on Gastro, which is fine. But now I get a Toxic off on Moltres, so I can at least start chipping this down a little. Yeah, and I go into Lottie now, expecting a Roost, but he clicks U-turn, so I go play by him, and goes into Coco. I think I go back into Gastro. I go into Clefable first, as he clicks U-turn, so I get the Helmet chip on Coco. He goes into Slowbro. I think I clicked Moonblast. Yeah, just click Moonblast. He clicks T-Wave again, if I'm not wrong. He clicks T-Wave, which is fine on Clef. He clicks Slack off. No, he clicks Teleport. Like, Teleport region's broken. He goes into Coco. I go into Gastro, as I know he's clicking Roost. I think I can just click Earth Power now, because the Moltres is chip, so even if he wants to stop that, like, he takes Toxic chip. Yeah, I click Earth Power, do 23. So basically trying to keep the Slowbro low. And I go Rillaboom this turn, expecting Slack off. As he does. And this time, finally, I can click my knockoff. Obviously, he cannot take a Glide because he is Pedef. And Glide into poison damage would kill him. So, and also he only has one move. So I doubt he has Ice Beam. He's probably like Psychic or Scald. But I click my knockoff here now. And 70 turns later, I get it off. The Moltres is knocked off, and this is that. It has to Roost, or it dies to Rocks. So I go Lottie. If he clicks U-turn, which is fine, he would kill me, but Moltres also dies because he cannot come back anymore. And we know that Coco doesn't have Defog, right? So he's clicking Roost. So I go the Lottie play, covered both if he clicks U-turn or clicks Roost. I click Roost here. Didn't think it would stay in because if I served, this died. But I guess I would be dead to rock, so his U-turn was pretty free. So fair play, good play by him. As he clicks U-turn and goes into Coco, but I can go back into Gastro. Yeah, as he clicks U-turn again and goes into Urshifu. This is in range of. I go into Clefable. Clefable's at full, so he clicks Wicked Blow, does 16%. I don't know if he's Scarf or not yet, but I click Soft Boil as he does click Iron Head 50. So he is Expert Belt Adamant. This is a very, very high roll. So which is like, okay, cool. I don't get paired and I click Soft Boil and don't get flinched, which was in his favor technically, but he also paired my Rillaboom twice. On the 2 turns I click Knock, so I'm not really going to say sorry for not getting flinched. But I click Soft Boiled again, because basically him not killing me there meant his Urshifu was dead because I couldn't switch in on rocks. So basically I just click Soft Boil in the hope like he gets that was a max roll, or I don't get flinched or paired. And that's what happens as he dies and I'm able to Soft Boil up. And now he cannot kill me again. He goes Coco, fishing for the paras basically, but I just clicked Soft Boil again and now I'm out of range of 2. He keeps clicking Discharge. Oh, I actually clicked Moonblast this turn, trying to keep it low. Like even if he kills me, I can go Gastro to pick this off, or Rillaboom and just click Glide, because Glide picked this off, pick this off. But yeah, now I know he's gonna Roost, so I Soft Boiled as well. He goes into Slowbro as I just Moonblast one more time, do 24, and Toxic Chip. So this match is like really easy. I just have to sack one of Clefable and Gastro and then win with Rillaboom clicking Grassy Glide. He keeps clicking Discharge. This is weaker now because there's no terrain, while I just keep spamming Moonblast. I go Gastrodon here because I realized sacking Gastro was super nice, like the better way of winning and keeping Clef around. I just go here and spam Earth Power. Like, I think I'll recover first, to be fair. He does click U-turn, goes into Moltres, which obviously takes Rock. So you can see how quickly this would have gotten chipped down if I had knocked its boots off. He clicks Roost, I just click Earth Power. Like, there's not much he can do about it. Yeah, and this dies to Toxic. And now I just spam Earth Power till Gastro is dead. He clicks U-turn, which is fine. I click Earth Power here. Oh, I clicked Recover. Okay, I'm getting the turns wrong, but basically I should just spam Earth Power here. But I guess I decide to make this longer for some reason. I don't know why. I should have just spammed Earth Power. But yeah, I click Moonblast. Get the special attack drop again. Go back into Gastro. As he clicks Discharge. So basically he's given up at this point, I think. And also I just realized to just spam Earth Power and win with Rillaboom. So I click Earth Power, does 65%. Yeah, basically my play is just spam Earth Power, let Gastro die, and then Rillaboom wins. So he tries to Roost Stall, but he cannot because Earth Power is doing too much. And he clicks U-turn here, which means he dies to rocks. So I can just click Earth Power here, do decent damage. I just spam Earth Power, I don't have to recover. He clicks Slack Off, but that's not enough to put him out of Grassy Glide range, unfortunately. Yeah, I go into Rillaboom, and I just click Glide. He goes into Coco, dies to rocks. And yeah, I just click Glide and win, even if Glide does not kill the Toxic Will, but Glide does kill, so we get off pick, and we win. Super long game, but obviously it was turn 27 when I got knocked, when I got fully paired when I knocked the first time. If I got the knockoff, I think I won the game on the spot. Like, there was nothing he could do about it. Rocks plus Toxic was just too much chip, and because he didn't have much for Clefable plus Gastro anyway. Like, Clefable plus Gastro was his threats at that, like, you know, at that point. Obviously I did not play the Clef really well. Like, I wasted the Heal Bell PP too early, getting too worried about it, but I could have saved that for later to be like, you know, when I'm in a nicer spot. I should have just spammed Moonblast. but I realized too late he was just trying to PP stall. Um, but yeah, again, if I did get the knockoff like either turn, I'm pretty sure I won on the spot. Also, if the Draco hit on Slowbro, I think Slowbro was gone. He doesn't know I was sold you, so he might have just assumed I was just timid. Because he probably knew I wasn't Belt, and like Belt is not boosted on Draco Meteor, so he probably thought he lived. I'm pretty sure this Draco roll was like 50 to 60, or maybe even higher. Um, so if I got that Draco off plus Toxic, because he did stay in, that Slowbro was gone, right? Which would have been huge. Um, so yeah, I don't know. Like definitely Haxy, and then I had to play like this because of that. Um, but anyway, we win the week, and I go 3-0 in DPL, which is pretty good. As you can see, Hunter, Blitz, and Phil won their matchups. Then I win to make it 4-0. And in standings right now, we are first, obviously, because not all the games have been played yet. But 4-2 is super nice, and as you can see, there's a lot of teams with 3-3 and 2-2. And some of them play each other next week, so we're basically almost we basically have 1 foot into playoffs, and depending on how next week goes, we probably we definitely have to win a few games, maybe just to confirm it, but we should be in playoffs if I'm not wrong. We do have one of the best differentials game wise, as you can see, and we do have the head-to-head over Platoon Goons and Temporal Tower Titans, so that's really good. On an individual note, I am climbing up the Sword and Shield MVP race, which is really nice, because this is my first DPL season, so hopefully showing I do belong, because a lot of people in PRs and stuff didn't have opinions on me, or just they didn't know how I would do, and the only thing going for me was activity and help, but we're showing we can play in this kind of tournament and hold our own, which is nice. So yeah, not sure if I'll be playing week 7 or not, but if I do, I'll be recording that as well. I know I haven't recorded or uploaded in a while on my channel, but well, these games are being recorded as literally the day I play them, but I cannot post them because I don't want to reveal sets until after. So yeah, I'm gonna these are gonna go after DPL's done, or once we're knocked out. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys till then, and bye, and have a nice